This documentary will examine the evidence that implicates the U.S. government's involvement in the destruction of the Black Panther Party. The Black Panther Party, originally known as the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, was a political organization founded by Bobby Seale and Huey Newton in October 1966 in Oakland, California. The party was active in the United States from 1966 until 1982, with subgroups in numerous major cities, including Chicago and New York. Initially, the Black Panther Party's core purpose was to arm and protect Black and brown citizens and monitor the behavior of officers of the Oakland Police Department, challenging police brutality in the city. Initially, the Black Panther Party's core purpose was to arm and protect Black and brown citizens and monitor the behavior of officers of the Oakland Police Department, challenging police brutality in the city. Later, in 1969, community social programs became a core activity of party members as well, including most notably their Free Breakfast for Children program. They also opened community health clinics for education and treatment of diseases such as sickle cell anemia, tuberculosis, and later HIV and AIDS. The Black Panther Party quickly began attracting attention as they held protests, distributed pamphlets, newspapers, and other propaganda urging Black people to buy guns, buy only from Black-owned businesses, and protect themselves and their communities at all costs. In most of the propaganda, police officers were also referred to as pigs, not to mention the widespread support among younger urban Black people who wore the group's distinctive all-Black apparel and often openly displayed weapons. All of this attracted the attention of and angered the local police, who were obviously displeased with the group. As a result, local police frequently raided Panther headquarters and harassed its members and affiliates. This led to multiple deadly shootouts and destructive counterintelligence activities such as moles, line tapping, distribution of false Panther propaganda, and eventually COINTELPRO. COINTELPRO was a series of covert and at times illegal projects conducted by the United States FBI aimed at surveilling, infiltrating, discrediting, and disrupting domestic political organizations. The most intense operations were directed against the Black Power movement, particularly the Black Panther Party. This resulted from FBI and police racism, the Black community's lack of material resources for fighting back, and the tendency of the media and whites in general to ignore and tolerate attacks on Black groups. It also reflected government and corporate fear of the Black movement because of its militance, its broad domestic base, and its international support. Extensive FBI records showed that COINTELPRO targeted groups and individuals that the FBI deemed subversive, including the Black Panther movement and the Black Panthers Party. Came under attack at a time when their work featured free food and health care and community control of schools and police, and when they carried guns only for deterrent and symbolic reasons. It was the terrorism of the FBI and police that eventually provoked the Panthers to retaliate with the armed actions that later were cited to justify the repression. The party was strategically dismembered through various forms of collusion on the government's part, including imprisoning many of the party's members for petty crimes, forcing them to flee the country or be assassinated. Some notable examples of this are Sada Shakur, who was forced to migrate to Cuba after being convicted of killing a cop and breaking out of prison, as well as Fred Hampton, chairman of the Chicago division of the Black Panther Party. Hampton died in Chicago on December 4, 1969, after the CPD and FBI raided his apartment in the early morning, where his pregnant fiancée and several other Panther members were sleeping. CPD claimed that the incident had been a shootout. However, only one bullet was found to not have been fired by the police. Later, there was also a document found in the COINTELPRO files depicting a floor plan of Hampton's apartment, as well as a document outlining a deal between the FBI and the Attorney General to conceal the FBI's role in Hampton's assassination. Ultimately, the U.S. government's collusion in the eradication of the Black Panther Party and its members is undeniably clear.